Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and I am going to make a video today about being pregnant after gastric sleeve surgery. I have been trying to find a lot of information on YouTube, online, and it doesn't seem like there's much out there, so I wanted to share my experience with pregnancy after the gastric sleeve surgery. So I had my surgery back in September 11, 2018, and I conceived about, I want to say 18 months after my surgery. I'm not sure about the exact time frame. And I just wanted to share exactly my journey to becoming pregnant and basically how I'm taking care of myself as a gastric sleeve patient with a pregnancy. So I struggled with infertility for 5 years. I had a child 5 years ago, actually, almost 6 years ago, and we knew it was my weight. I had also had PCOS, so it was a couple different things that played into the entire infertility journey that we went through. We were on different schedules, different medications, and nothing worked. And so I decided that not just for being able to conceive, but also for my health, it would be best that I get the gastric sleeve surgery because I was not able to lose weight on my own. And so I went through the surgery procedure, and it's the best decision that I've made in my whole life, not just because I was able to conceive, because I did have to use a couple different products and just little tricks that I researched. And if you want to know about that, just comment below and I can make a video regarding what exactly I did in order to conceive as well. But it did help with my health and with my overall experience with being able to conceive. So my first point in this is vitamins. So I know that we take vitamins as VSG patients, but it is very important, at least as what my providers told me, very important to take your vitamins after you're pregnant as well, or while you're trying to conceive. So the vitamins that I'm currently taking personally, I know that everybody can take different vitamins, but I am personally taking my prenatal, and my main point with the prenatal is make sure they have iron in them, because I started off with my prenatal. I purchased them at Walmart. I love the gummies. And they had iron in them. I was doing very well with my pregnancy at that point. And then unfortunately we went through this quarantine and I ran out of medication, out of prenatals, and I ordered online on Amazon, and the brand that I got did not have iron in them, and I did not realize. And now I have become anemic, and I am currently 37 weeks and a half, and I have to get iron infusions every week. And that is not fun. That is something that I wish that I didn't have to go through. And unfortunately, it is my mistake for not realizing that there was no iron in them. So I want to make sure that, you know, everybody else is aware that make sure the iron is in the pills, or if they're not in there, buy an iron supplement as well, which is something that my GYN recommended that I do, but then it was just too late for me to do iron supplements, and she said due to having the surgery, my body probably wouldn't even take in as much iron as I need prior to labor, so it would be best to just get the infusions. So once again, I'm taking my prenatals. I'm taking a vitamin B12, which she recommended. I'm taking calcium citrate, which I've been taking since day one. And then also vitamin D, which was recommended by my GYN. I take my vitamins once a day. It doesn't really affect anything throughout my day. It's just your vitamins. I know most of us are used to it. I was very big on taking my vitamins after surgery. I know people that do not take the vitamins after their surgery, but I was big on that. I feel like it helps also with your weight loss because you're taking in the nutrients and it doesn't make your body as hungry, or at least that's just how I see it. My other point, which I was looking online, a lot of people are worried about the weight gain after surgery and pregnancy. So before my surgery, I was about 274, 75 pounds. 5'4", so on my body type you could see the weight a little bit more. I know some people could be 274 pounds and a lot taller and you can't really tell. But after about 10 months, I came down to 180 pounds. And I kept my weight. I was just keeping the weight at 180. I wasn't working out too much because I was trying to conceive, and I know that my body's just different. And I conceived twice and had miscarriages, so I just wanted to be careful. So I was not working out, not going to the gym, but still maintaining at 180 pounds. And I've gained over the past 37 weeks of my pregnancy, I've gained 14 pounds. I know that it's usually average weight women gain 25 to 35 pounds. But my doctor says it's completely fine. I've only gained 14. And I'm not doing that whole eat for two thing. I know that's very big on people. They're like, oh, you know, you're pregnant, you can eat for two. I do not believe in that, or at least I haven't needed that through this pregnancy. With my previous pregnancy 5+ years ago, I did eat a lot and I did gain a lot of weight. I also became preeclamptic with that pregnancy because I was so unhealthy. But with this pregnancy, I've kept my weight, like I said, at a good level, only gained 14 pounds. I've eaten very healthy, or as healthy as I can eat. Of course, everybody has cravings, but if I am craving, let's say, a burger or, I don't know, an ice cream, I'm not going to just overindulge in it. I made sure that I was still eating to the point where I knew when my stomach was full or when I was starting to get full, and I will stop eating, which is a big thing for me. It's something your nutritionist shows you to do. Just know your hunger cues and know when your stomach is about to get full or just at that point where you should be fine. So that's something I've always followed, and I feel like it's really helped me. So like I said, I've gained just 14 pounds. At first, when I got on the scale, I really kind of freaked out, just because you see that scale going down through the entire process after your gastric sleeve, and then seeing a couple pounds on there kind of just plays tricks to your mind. But I sat down and I kind of thought about it. It's only 14 pounds. My child right now is almost 7 pounds. Like I said, I'm already 37.5 weeks. There's not much more that I'm gonna gain from here. And knowing that he's 7 pounds means that's 7 pounds out of those 14. There's liquid retention. There's different things that play into a pregnancy that once you have that child, you're gonna lose. So I feel like that's something really positive to take from it. As long as you follow all your nutritionist rules and guidelines that they give you, I feel like you could really stay on a good, healthy weight throughout your pregnancy. And then I also wanted to talk about my difference in both my pregnancies. So like I said, I had my daughter 5.5 years ago. She will be 6 in December. And I was very overweight. I believe I was about 280 pounds at that point. And it was a hard pregnancy because of my weight. My child was very small compared to, I believe, my body. So I didn't really feel her until I was, I want to say 30+ weeks. I didn't show until I was 30+ weeks, and it wasn't like a little bump. I looked like I had gained weight. I didn't look like I was pregnant, at least in my perspective. And I looked back at pictures and it doesn't really look like I was pregnant. My health wasn't very well, and I was eating for 2+. I would eat anything and everything, and my weight was just going up and up and up, and my health was just going down. Like I said, I did become preeclamptic with her, and all that weight gain plays into that. And unfortunately, it wasn't something that I was very educated on, and it happened. And I had to have an emergency C-section with her at 36 weeks. And she was not full term. She was only 4 pounds, 11 ounces. And actually, she was deemed the miracle baby in my city. So if you want to hear about that story, you can also comment below, and I can post a couple news articles and different things as to why she was a miracle baby. But it was a hard pregnancy for me. And then with this pregnancy, I feel so different. I started showing, I think, at around 3.5 months, and like it was an actual little bump. My energy levels were a lot different. Now, at this end of my pregnancy, I feel a little tired, but it's the anemia. But I'm still able to keep up, and I'm still able to do things that I wasn't able to do back with her pregnancy. I felt the baby a lot sooner. Like, I think I felt this baby prior to the 20-week mark. I can actually see movements. Like, I can see him when he's moving and squirming inside. I wasn't able to see that with my daughter. I would feel like little bumps here and there, and they were like compared to his hiccups right now. It was a lot different being pregnant and being extremely overweight or obese to being pregnant and being at the weight that I am now. I feel a lot healthier as well, and I feel like I've learned how to curb those unhealthy habits that I had before, even during pregnancy. And I didn't have as many food aversions with this pregnancy as I did with my daughter, because I am used to being in that mindset of healthier foods and healthier options. I believe that's all I wanted to go through today. It's definitely scary to think, oh, well, it could put the baby at danger if I get pregnant too early, or if I get pregnant after the surgery altogether. But just talk to your doctor, see what they recommend, see how long they think you should wait. Like I said, they usually ask 12 to 18 months to be waited. And I did follow their instructions. But just keeping up with your doctor, staying up to date on your appointments and your weight checks and your blood pressure checks. For me, that was a big thing, or it is a big thing, just because I know that I have to make sure my blood pressure is very good. Now that I say blood pressure, I forgot to say that I do also take, well, I was taking up until yesterday, baby aspirin, 2 pills a day, because it helps, or at least they believe it prevents or helps prevent preeclampsia, So it helps prevent the preeclampsia. And I did take my aspirin every single day throughout the pregnancy, and it helped my blood pressure so much. But I believe the gastric sleeve surgery also has helped my blood pressure. Prior to gastric sleeve surgery, I would have very high blood pressures. I was not diagnosed with high blood pressure, but my blood pressure would be on a higher end, unhealthier end. And now when I go to the doctors or to the GYN, my blood pressure is always 110 over 60s, over 50s. It's always a smaller, more healthier blood pressure number. So I feel like that helped a lot as well. So yes, like I said, just follow your provider's steps. Just sometimes we feel like they might not know what they're doing, but at least for me, I've had a lot of luck with my providers and their guidance as to what I should be doing. And I am very blessed to have the providers I do. So just do your research. If you have any questions, just link them below in a comment, and I will definitely even ask my own providers and have answers for you in my little notebook. And till next time, thank you.